Again to another guide of the Walking Dead survivors. This time we are going to look into the bingo event. One of the few bingo events you can play with an age below 60. So let's check it out. So this bingo event is a bit more complicated to describe here on this Twitch stream, but we are doing our best here. Let's start with the basics. We have 6 rounds of bingo, and each round lasts 1 hour. So if you want to go for the big bingo here, you need to be at least online once in these 6 hours. So you need to be online in each round just to set your numbers here and lock them. So this will be our first rule when playing this bingo. You should only start when you can be online at least once an hour during this 6 rounds here. If you can't, you should just take the freebies here and start with the 1 card and only use the 3 draws each round. What you shouldn't do also is fall asleep in round 6 like I did, and you have over 20 yellows already and just need to click on bingo, but you're asleep. This will ruin your run too. You shouldn't start on round 3 like we do soon. We do that to show a few game mechanics, but you shouldn't start on round 3 or 4. It's not good, and it won't give you a lot of bingos anyway, so only start on round 1. Also, you should at least have 25 tickets here before you go for the big bingo, so all fields yellow. Below that it's next to impossible to get this, so if you start on day 1 with 0 tickets, you should use the first day just to accumulate a few tickets and play with the 1 bingo card here with the 1 ticket to start it, and just use the freebies. But if we now have these tickets here, we can start. Let's go through the basics first, because that's important to know. We have 6 rounds, and each round we get 5 numbers here. So this means we have access to 30 numbers. If we are looking on this board here right now, we have 5 to 5. This means we need 25 numbers minus the 1 here in the center, which is always yellow already. So this means we get 30 numbers. We need 24 of them. This means we can skip 6 numbers, leave them white, and still get the big prize. So what I'm going to do, please note that this guide here is designed for the free-to-play players, for the cheapskates like me, who don't pay for bingo cards. If you pay for it, it doesn't matter anyway, but we want to get the most out of it without paying anything, and that's what this guide here is designed to. So what I'm going to do is, if I start in the first round, and I only refresh once in the first 2 rounds of the game. So let's start here. For example, we get 2 of them. So as I told you, we can skip 6 numbers here, leave them white. And what I'm going to do is, in the first 2 rounds I refresh only once, and if I have 7 yellows or more, after these 2 rounds I go for the full bingo. Yeah, I try to achieve that. If I have only 5 or 4 or whatever, then I just use the freebies for the rest of these 6 rounds and try my luck in the next 6 rounds. So why are we doing that? In the first round you need 4 of these cards here to refresh once. So it's very expensive. So I try to only refresh once. So if I have 4, for example, if I have 4 yellows in round 1, I don't refresh. Then in the second round, if I have only 1 additional yellow, I refresh once, and then I look how many yellows I have. 7 or more, I try to go for the bingo. 6 or less, I don't do that. If I have only 2 like this one in round 1, I refresh once, which I do here. Then I have 3, I lock them, and then I wait for the second round and see how much I get there. If I only have 3 additional ones in the second round and already have refreshed in the first, I don't refresh in the second. So I go with this pattern. If I have 7 after 2 rounds with only 1 refresh, I try to get the prize. And if I have less, then I only use the freebies here. So now let's pretend we have 7 in the first 2 rounds. This means we can skip another 3 numbers in the next 4 rounds. So as you can see, in round 3 it already costs only 2 of these cards. So we can skip 3 more in 4 rounds. This means it would be good if we have 5 yellows in the round 3 and close to 5, 3 or 4 in round 4. So I'm refreshing maximum 2 times in round 4 and 3. So this is my second threshold here that I'm trying to achieve, and I'm trying to have 9 more in these 2 rounds. If I have 4 in round 5, 4 greens, yellows in round 3, and 4 to 5 in round 4, then I keep going. If I have less than them, then I just take the freebies here again. And in round 5 and 6, the refresh only costs 1 of these tickets here. So I'm trying to get all 5 in round 5 and the rest of them in round 6. It only costs 1 ticket in round 6, but if you only need 3 numbers, you need to refresh quite a lot of times to get the full bingo card. Yeah? So don't get too happy if you go into round 6 with a very good situation. You still can find it hard to get the whole card here yellow, and you need to refresh quite a lot of times. So yeah, that's the basic rules here. Let's repeat. Only start in round 1, only play for the full bingo card if you can be online once an hour for the next 6 hours, and only refresh once in the first 2 rounds and check what's what's available after these 2 rounds. Don't refresh more than 2 times, maybe 3 times in the next 2 rounds, round 3 and 4, and go for the full bingo if you have a nice situation after these 4 rounds. So 7 greens, 7 yellows in the first 2 rounds are fine, and it should be 9 more in the round 3 and 4, and then you are rather safe to go for the full bingo. And what's really important is you shouldn't click on bingo before round 6. Don't turn in your already accumulated bingos before you are in round 6, because if you do, all these fields that are used for the bingo are turning into whites again, and you can't use them later for more bingos. It's true that you get more stuff for bingo in round 1 or 2, but if you wait for round 6, you get a lot more bingos, and of course with a lot more bingos you get a lot more rewards than if you would turn them in the earlier rounds. So only wait for round 6 before you turn in your bingos, because they are the base for additional bingos that can be achieved with the numbers in round 6. Also, I refresh again here. Now I have this one, and I refresh again. Now I have 5. And as you can see, I can now press refresh again, but it wouldn't do anything. If every number here is yellow, you can't get any more value from this refresh, because the devs are greedy, not the devs but the management here. You can still click on this button even if it don't do any good for you, but you can still waste your bingo cards with clicking on this button even if every number here is already yellow. So don't do that. Don't click on refresh when everything here is yellow. And if a dev is looking at this video here, please lock this button if everything is yellow here. You don't earn anything more with that, you just piss off your players because they try to get more here but they can't. Maybe they don't know what this one is really doing and they are only wasting their tickets. So please block this button if everything is yellow here. So I put the basic information in the video description below. You should try this strat. It's working really good for me, and I'm already shared this in the help chat, and a lot of players following this, having a lot of success using this little strategy here. Even if you are free to play, these additional rubies you can get here are very nice. So take advantage of this, and see you again in the next video. If you liked it, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. Have a nice day. See you soon.